I have gone over 90 days without drinking any alcohol, and here is how it's changed my body. This is my third video so far about abstaining from alcohol. My first one was me going 30 days. My last one was me going 60 days. And now I am here with a 90-day update. In the previous two videos, I went over some of the pros and cons when it comes to drinking alcohol. We're not going to get into all of that, but more so how it's helped change my body, not only physically, but also mentally as well. The first area that I noticed a huge difference when completely coming off of alcohol is in my sleep. I have always struggled with not only getting enough sleep, but good quality of sleep as well. And whenever I would indulge in alcohol, no matter how much I would drink, I know the next day I am just not operating at my best because my sleep gets so messed up. I wake up the next day lethargic, tired, not as productive. And since not drinking alcohol over these last 90 days, I feel absolutely amazing. My energy on a day-to-day basis is extremely consistent and extremely high. I'm about to turn 25 this year, so I should have enough energy, but truthfully, it feels like I'm 17, 18 years old again. The next area is in my productivity. You see, if I abstain from alcohol, that means I'm getting better quality sleep, which means that I'm able to be more productive. But not only that, I'm also kind of abstaining from a lot of the activities that revolve around alcohol. I'm not really going out to the bars or to the clubs, maybe like I used to. Not that I went a whole lot, but maybe once to twice a month. And so that has left me with a lot more time to be more productive and focus on the things that I want to get accomplished this year. The third area is in my physical fitness. I have also not taken a rest day in almost a full month. I have gone to the gym and trained every single day, whether I'm lifting weights, boxing, or doing some type of conditioning. I train every single day. And truthfully, my body is a bit sore, but not as sore as I expected it to be. Going to the gym every single day now is more like a mental discipline act than it is a physical one at this point. And again, this reminds me of when I was like 17 years old. When I was a competitive athlete playing soccer year round, I would be doing some type of training, whether it's soccer or lifting weights, and I would be doing that nearly every single day. So there was a span for months where I would literally train every single day, or I was active 7 days a week. And it feels so good to get back to that level of physicality, that level of conditioning. When I first started boxing at the beginning of the year, I can barely get through like half a workout without being completely winded. And now when it comes to that type of training, I am way more efficient. I can train harder and longer. The next area, surprisingly, is in the area of relationships. This is both romantic and with friends. In terms of romantic relationships, I have always personally found a more deeper connection with somebody when we could have a good time and it didn't always necessarily mean we had to involve alcohol. You see, when you're under the influence, your judgment is not necessarily the best. There have been times where I have gone out, I have talked to some very lovely females. Things heat up, we make a connection, we either exchange social media accounts or phone numbers, and the next day after the alcohol has weared off and my sober thoughts are with me, I'll look at the Instagram and go, she's not really my type. Look, it may sound harsh, but it's true. And in my opinion, if your relationship with somebody revolves you always drinking, how meaningful is that relationship? Is it only surface level? Is it only when you're doing this activity, which truthfully serves nearly no benefit for you whatsoever? Because in the same token, when it comes to relationships in which I can have a conversation with someone or hang out with them in an area where it just doesn't involve alcohol, I always find those relationships a lot more meaningful and a lot more significant in my life, whether it's romantic or with friends. And that kind of took me by surprise because I was really shocked at some of the relationships I've been developing over the year. And truthfully, it has nothing to do with alcohol. Now, what are some of the immediate surface level benefits from abstaining from alcohol for the last 90 days? Well, truthfully, this is probably the best my physique has ever looked outside of trying to get ready for a competition, just quote unquote off season walking around. But not only is it the best it's ever looked, it's also the best I have ever felt. When it comes to performance in the gym, I can train harder, I can train longer, my recovery is better, my overall physique looks better. And after experiencing so many positive benefits from not drinking, it kind of makes me wonder and think, do I even ever go back to picking up the glass. And who knows, only time will tell. But at least for the remainder of this year, I can tell you I will not be drinking whatsoever. And the last time I made a video like this at 60 days, it was so cool to see some of the support coming in the comments. One person commented, on the same journey, mate, back to the gym, alcohol out for a month. I went from regular drinking to once a week. If there is a social event, if no event, I don't buy it anymore. Lifting feels so much better at the gym, and the weight loss, saving money, it's much better. God bless. And I love to see comments like that. I love to hear other people that are dedicating themselves to a goal. Hope you're still sticking with it. If not, if you messed up, my advice is don't mess up 2 times in a row, whether that's back-to-back days or back-to-back weeks. If you messed up, you had a drink, you gave into temptation, maybe it was peer pressure, who knows? Despite the reason, the main thing is to get back on the high horse, leave the past in the past, and keep pressing onwards, my friend. Overall, from abstaining from alcohol, my relationships are better, I'm more productive, I'm happier, I'm saving more money, I'm physically more fit, I physically look better. Literally so many benefits and no negatives. So if you've been thinking about quitting drinking for a little while, here is the video. Here's the motivation to do it. I can tell you from experience, it is 100% worth it. Try it. You're not going to regret it. I'm wrapping the video up here. This has been 90 days of not drinking any alcohol whatsoever, and I will see you guys at 120 days.